I wasn't the biggest fan of seafood when I was younger, but whenever my parents ordered this, I would always be very happy to eat it. These are clams, and we're gonna stir fry them in a wok today. The reason why these are so tasty is pretty much as with anything, the sauce that it's cooked in. It's cooked in a fermented black bean sauce with some cooking wine, aromatics, and fermented black beans. Now, what's really embarrassing is that I did not realize I was out of fermented black beans, so I have like an emergency bottle of this Wei Chun fermented black bean sauce. I think this is meant to be just like all of this in a ready to go thing, but we're just gonna use this as fermented black beans and still use like the fresh ingredients for everything else. But I'm pretty sure they assume that you can just make this with almost just this sauce, which I don't recommend doing. But yeah, but I'm still gonna use it for the black beans. I also had the idea of possibly subbing out fermented black beans for Doenjang, which is Korean fermented soybean paste. Very rich, bold in umami flavor. Also holds up to heat very well, so it's good for stir fries. But I'm gonna use this for something else today. So I'm gonna hold off and show a little bit of restraint. So we're gonna go with this. Before you start cooking your clams, it's really important that you sort out all the dead ones first. So it's really easy to like find out if a clam is dead or not. If they open and do not close, they're dead. And if you don't want to get really, really sick, you will not cook with these and you will not eat these. A good healthy clam will just be like completely shut. I've had these sitting in some water with a little bit of salt in them to help like kind of purge out all the grit. But most of your fishmonger places will have done that already. This is just if you're buying like fresh clams off the boat, they need to be purged. But if you're just buying them from an Asian grocery store, chances are they've already been purged. So you can see here that the clam is very, very dead. Clams have to like work to keep their shells closed. So once they're dead, they've pretty much given up. Do not eat a clam that is uncooked, that is open like this. Here we have some healthy clams. All of them are very, very tightly shut. And once we cook them, that's when they open and that's when they're safe. So as with any stir fry, the actual act of cooking it in the wok is the shortest amount of time you're gonna spend making these things. Most of it is gonna be in the prep. So you want to have your scallions cut, your ginger sliced, your sauces prepared, because everything that happens in the wok is actually super fast. So we're going to compile all the things that we need for it. We're gonna make a cornstarch slurry, and this is going to be the thing that thickens the sauce. So I would say that would be, that's like 2.5 tablespoons of cornstarch with maybe like a 1/4 cup of cold water. Always using cold water. And honestly, the easiest way to like do it is just to put it in a jar and just shake it. Because the cornstarch will eventually like separate. If you do this ahead, it will separate a little. So having it like this makes it, you can shake it really quick and then add it to your sauce. So it'll always be ready for you. I see a lot of cookbooks, like they say like a thumb-sized piece of ginger, but now that I like am looking at it, that's not big enough for Chinese food. So when people say like a thumb-sized piece of ginger, we really mean more like the center of your palm, like the meaty part of your palm. Like that's how big your ginger should be, and that's how much ginger you should use. You should always use more ginger than you think you need. You could use the back of your knife to easily peel the ginger, but one like kind of benefit if you don't want to do this is if you're working with really large pieces of ginger, you already could just like cut them off and then compost the rest, or like turn them into like a ginger syrup. Or you can just do what I generally do, is just like haphazardly just slice off the skin because it is faster. And I am impatient. All right, with the ginger, just like You just want large slices because we're just using this to flavor the oil. And same goes for the scallions. You want larger pieces. Is this an inch? Oh, you don't want the rubber band. I would say that's an inch. Like inch long lengths. And then the garlic, that you want to mince. Actually, do you? No, you can do slices. This all happens really quickly, so. Okay, so using all of these, we will whip up a clam stir fry. Let's go over here. So as usual, we will do a little pre-season of our wok, getting some oil down the sides, giving it a nice rub down, just so we start off with a surface that is completely non-stick. So because basically the enemy here is residual moisture. So you want to cook off any kind of like little bits of water that might be on it. And the way that you know that it's ready is that you get these little puffs of white smoke, which means I have to do this now. If you're using an induction wok, set it to 400 degrees. Start off with a healthy amount of oil. I would say 2 tablespoons of oil. And in that, you will add in a couple slivers of ginger. Once the ginger starts to brown a little bit, we'll add in the garlic, and then everything else will happen pretty fast afterwards. Ginger's starting to brown, everything's starting to smell really nice already. Adding in the garlic. And because we're working with thicker chips, the time between toasty and burn is a little bit more forgiving because you're working with bigger pieces of garlic. Now the garlic is ready, you can see it on some browning edges. We add in our clams, right? Right. So at this point, you'll add all your other components. You add some white pepper, about a teaspoon. Your black bean, your fermented black bean, or in this case, I'm using the fermented black bean paste. Give that a mix. And now a good helping of Chinese cooking wine. Turning it up. Oops. Hold on. We need to get the temperature up. Okay, now that it's bubbling a little bit, we add in our cornstarch slurry to thicken. This will thicken the sauce. And you can see this clams are already starting to cook. Add in the scallions. And cover for like 10 minutes. There. Now everything should start seeping and cooking together. The wok should have been at a higher temperature, like a much higher temperature when I added the wine, so we just had to wait for it to come to a boil at that point, but it's okay, it's not gonna really affect it that much. So you know how before, when the clams were already open, they are not good? The clams that do not open after they've been cooked, I'm gonna Google this in a sec to double check, but I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to eat those as well. So let's look at that real quick. Okay, so I was right. See, I saved your life. If your clams do not open during cooking, do not force them open. They likely arrived dead or full of mud, so they should be discarded. So yes, Open clams when they are uncooked are bad. Closed clams after they are cooked are also bad. So yes, don't eat those. This would be normally served like in a traditional Chinese style where you kind of like have a whole bunch of dishes like at the middle of the table, and everybody has like a bowl of rice and they just like pick and choose like parts of whatever they wanted in the middle. Obviously, that's a lot of work, so we're just gonna go ahead and eat these with rice. But let me just taste the sauce first. Yes, that's lovely. It needs just the smallest bit of sugar. And the sugar is just to balance it out. I should have added that earlier, but it's okay. You see how they've all opened. So those are good. So naturally, like the star of this is like, you know, the clams. They flavor the black bean sauce really, really nicely. They give it a nice like seafood briny flavor, but really like it's just a vehicle for the sauce, which is amazing on rice. So. Sweet, savory, typical like very nice, deep Cantonese flavor profile. Just make sure you keep out the open clams before they're cooked and you take out the clams that have not opened after they've been cooked. And that's the only rule that you really need to pay attention to. Otherwise, it's like stir frying any other kind of meat. It's just because it's clams, it just seems like it's more impressive. So there, stir fried clams.